Hallo, guten Tag, and welcome back. I hope you all are doing great, and you must have revised the previous session in which we have covered alphabets and basic German greetings. So, it is very crucial to revise the letters, their pronunciation, in order to be able to pronounce the greetings, the numbers, and whatever we are going to do today and in our next upcoming sessions. Okay, so now let's get started with this another video in which we are going to cover some basic pronunciation rules, numbers from 1 to 100, and how to give self-introduction. And to give self-introduction, we will be covering basic 7 points, which is expected from an A1 student to be able to cover in order to introduce oneself. Okay, Los Gates. So I've just said Los Gates, but what does it mean? Los Gates means let's go. So I'll be writing it for you so that you can understand it. Just a moment. Okay, I also want you to write it once because I will be using it in almost our every other session. Okay, Los Gates. Los Gates. Let's go. Okay, great. So the first topic for today is some basic pronunciation rules. Now, before I make you understand these given basic pronunciation rules, I want to make one thing very clear that these are just few rules that you will be required to know before we even start numbers, because these pronunciation rules are very important. Just it's not like these are all. There are going to be a lot of pronunciation rules in every other chapter or in every other alternate chapter. We will do that once we will start with the books. But these are quite important, even if you are just in the second class. Okay, I mean second session. So the first one is, don't be confused. So the S will be equal to set. I hope you remember that Z is called set in German. So S is going to be equal to set, but with some rules. Now I have written here rules, but I would suggest you to stick with rule, just one rule. So the rule says that if we have a vowel after S, then we pronounce it as set. Otherwise, normally like S. Okay, that might sound a little bit confusing in the beginning, but what I'm trying to say is if there is a vowel after S, then we will be having Z sound. Now, here I am talking about the English sound. So the sound of S is S in English, and the sound of Z, like Z, is Z in English. So if there is a vowel after S, the sound of it will be Z, and if after Z, which is set, Z for zebra, if after this there is a vowel, then it will sound like S. Okay, I think it still sound a little confusing. So let's just see the examples given. The first example is number 6. Now, number 6 in German is called sechs. Z. I'm having Z sound if you listen carefully. Sechs. Okay, why? Because after S, we have a vowel. So this will be having this sound, Z sound, sechs. Similarly, if you see number 7, then number 7 is sieben, sieben. Because again, after S, we have a vowel. And because of this vowel, the sound of S is going to be Z sound. Sieben. Okay. So this is the rule. Let's see other examples also. Now the next word, sister. So the meaning of sister in German is Schwester. If you remember in the previous session, I've mentioned that whenever you have this together, S, say, ha, then it will give you sh sound. So Schwester. Now, because after S we have a consonant. We have C here. We have a consonant. So we are not going to change the sound of S to Z. No, here we don't require that because after S we do not have a vowel. Okay. Next word is seal. Seal. Now this actually I have written here to make you understand that you will pronounce this word as this of English. Why? Because after set, which is Z, we have a vowel. So this is going to have S sound, seal. Okay? And what is the meaning of seal? These are the four possible basic meanings that you will know. You don't have to know it as of now if it's a lot for you, but eventually you will know it later. So the meaning of seal is goal, purpose, target, or destination. So this was the first pronunciation rule. We will definitely revise them one by one once I cover all of them. Okay. Next pronunciation rule. So when we have done A, B, C, D, basically alphabets in our previous video, you must remember that I have mentioned that V does not produce V sound but F sound. Yeah. Lekin, but F is not pronounced as V. Okay. F is F only. So we pronounce V as F always, but not when we are using international words. So what do we mean by international words? International words are basically those words which are in English and somewhat related to English, they are in German also. For example, you see verbs. So verbs, and then we have the meaning of verbs in German, verben. Verben. Okay. Here, it is an international word. Similarly, videos. Videos exists in German as well as in English, the videos word. So there we will not make it video, or here we are not going to pronounce it as Verben. No, it is considered as an international word, so we are not going to make it F here. But if it is like originally a German word, then we will definitely have F sound. So let's see these two very tiny small examples. Number 4. Number 4 is called fear. Now in the bracket I have written the like spelling or the pronunciation that it's giving. It's like fear, fear of English. Okay. So this V is having four sound. Fear. You're not going to say veer. Veer, if you say veer, then it will be wrong. Okay, fear. Similarly, next example is from. That is a preposition from. Now, this is going to be, can you tell me how do you pronounce that? Yeah, absolutely correct. Fawn, fawn, F. Please do not say fawn. Fawn is wrong. Fawn is correct. Okay, perfect. Next is CH rule or Seha rule. Now, what's that? So, first one is A, U, A, U, before seha or before ch, if just before ch we have a, u, or a, u together, then we will be pronouncing that ch as kh, kh. If you understand Hindi, if you know kh se khargosh, rabbit, then that is what I'm talking about. Even if you don't understand Hindi, that is okay. You just have to produce kh, like from your throat, kh, kh sound, like we have done in the previous session, mak, mak, mak scoot, which means take care. Now the examples. The first word is also of English. So also in German is called auch, auch, because before ch we have au or u, so k, auch, auch, also. Next is languages. Languages is a noun, Sprachen, Sprachen. Okay, before ch we have a. So Sprachen. This is plural. If you just want to say language, then you will remove n and it would be Sprache, Sprache. So basically k sound is coming, okay? Then the second part of this is that if before ch you have e, I, or any consonant, then we pronounce it as sh. So this is basically like you would say E in German is E, I is E, or any other consonant, then CH will be giving you sh sound. Example, I. So I is ish, ish. It's not ik, no. Ik is not right. Although you will listen to few people pronouncing it like this, but it is usually considered wrong. So ish, because before ch we have I, so sh sound. Speaking. Speaking is a verb like to speak. Expression. Expression. So again, here before ch we have E. Now the pronunciation would be expression. Expression. Okay. Now, if you notice the difference between, just a moment, this and this is this and this is just of a und e. Before ch, here we have a, so we are having k sound. Here, before ch, we are having a, so we are having sh sound. Okay? Now, the pronunciation rules that we have just seen, sometimes they will not correspond with few words, and then you just have to learn the pronunciation of that word by heart, I would say. So we will also come across such kind of words later when we will do the chapters, okay? Now the last pronunciation rule, it seems easy, but trust me, this pronunciation rule is something about which students just keep on making mistakes even after correcting 1,000 times. So if you don't want to be those students who just keep on forgetting the pronunciation of the next one, then make sure from this day onwards, when you are watching this session, you just make this thing very clear in your head that I'm not going to be the one who's going to be confused with this pronunciation rule. I am going to learn it in the way you are learning it. Okay? All right. So the fourth pronunciation rule is basically, if in any German word there is E and I together, E and I together, then it will going to have I sound. And if I and E is together, then it will going to have E sound. Now the sound that I'm talking about is of English sound. Don't be confused. Example, number 4. Now in number 4, it's IE. Okay, I'm just taking the English letters pronunciation, IE. Because it's IE, so this should give you E sound. So the number 4 is called fear, as we have done it in previous example also. Fear. P-E, yeah, ear. Fear. I'm not saying fire. No. Fear. Ear. Okay. Then number 3. In number 3, it's opposite. In number 3, there is EI. EI, which means I sound. So dry. I. Okay. Just say both the numbers twice each or thrice each, and you yourself will realize what I'm trying to say. Now, I would also like to give you a very interesting example of this. So, I'll give you two words and I'll make you understand how this can change the pronunciation and how important it is. So, the first word that I'm going to give you is lighter. Lighter. Now, lighter means unfortunately. Lighter means unfortunately, right? So you have just added a new word in your vocabulary. Super. Now the other word is leader. Okay. And what is the meaning of leader? Of course, you don't know. Songs. Songs. Now, try to understand how important is this pronunciation rule is. So here we have EI. It's giving you I sound. Here we have IE. It's giving you E sound. How? Let's see. So the first one is lighter. Yeah, lighter. Another one is leader. Yeah, like leader of English. Okay. All right. I hope I have made myself clear here. Okay, so before starting with the introduction questions, we will start with the numbers. So I would request you to just understand these pronunciation rules in detail. You always have the option to rewind the video and to pause the video in order to practice, pronounce, and understand better. Okay? Perfect. Good going. Very good. Now, we are going to start with the German numbers. Before we start with this, we are going to have a break for a small minute, just for a minute. Okay, so German numbers. So Deutsche Zahlen. Deutsche Zahlen. German numbers von 1 bis 100, which means from 1 to 100. Okay, let's take baby steps and first do till 10. Understand it, the logic, the pronunciation, and then we will go from 11 to 20. And then you will just have to understand few things, and trust me, before you know, you will be able to do the numbers till 100. Okay? All right. So, just like we have done alphabets together, we are going to do this. I will read it. I will make you understand the pronunciation and you have to repeat after me. It's quite simple, okay? All right. Zero. Zero is null. Null. Eins. One is eins. Eins. Now, here, if you notice, we have the pronunciation rule, which we just have done. E. So this is I. I sound is there. Eins. Zwei, 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 drei. In zwei and drei, both of them, even in eins, zwei, drei, we have ei. Okay? So, null, eins, zwei, drei. And we have also seen vier, vier. We have also seen fünf, fünf. Let's recall. Null, eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf. Okay, well done. Next is sechs. We also have done it when we have done pronunciation rule. So, because after S we have vowel, we will be having Z sound for both number 6 and number 7. Sechs, sieben. It would be acht, acht. Now, again, pronunciation rule. Before CH, we have A. So, that makes CH K, act. I hope you remember good night. How do we say good night? Huh? Gute Nacht. Very well done. Gute Nacht. So, if you add N here, that makes it Nacht. And if you remove N, that makes it act. Next is neun. 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 It's like if you want to remember it easily, like this. Neun. And then number 10 is sane. 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 After set, we have a vowel, so s sound. Sane. Okay. Here, I would like to introduce one more pronunciation rule, which is if there is a vowel before H, which is ha, yeah, then we will not give a lot of stress on this ha. We are not going to say Zehan. No, Zain, sane, sane. Okay, I'll give you more examples later. Let's just quickly recall these numbers. So, null, repeat after me. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, zehn. Oh, wonderful. Next, 11 to 20. 11 is elf, A. We know that E is A, L, F, elf, zwolf. So it's like Z plus wolf. But we have umlaut, so O umlaut has ill sound, right? So zwolf, zwolf, elf, zwolf. Next, number 13, 13. Okay, now let's just make it easy for you. From number 13 to number 19, first you just have to write 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. Okay, I have missed 6 and 7. Why? There is a reason for that. Wait for a moment, I'll explain. So 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. You write them, and after this, you just have to keep on adding number 10, which is same. So I think we can learn it as 10 plus 3, 14, 10 plus 4, 14, and so on. Yeah, it's just a way to remember this. So 13 to 19 you will do it. So number 13 would be 13. Again, 13. 14, 14. 14. 15, 15. 15. Then 18, 18. 18. 19, 19. 19. Okay. Now let's see 16 and 17. So why did I skip this one? Going back, in number 6, there is S in the end, and in number 7, there is EN in the end, which is basically Zex and Zeben. But if you see here in number 16 and 17, we do not have S for Zex, and we do not have EN for Zeben. This is why I skipped it. Now let's understand it. So for 16 and 17, we are going to omit S and EN respectively. So that makes it Zexane. Zexane, not Zexane. Please remember, no, Zexane. Similarly, not Zebensane, but Zipsane. Zipsane. Okay? I hope you will remember this. This is pretty much crucial. Do not say Zexane and Zebensane. That would be wrong. Okay, next is number 20, Swansish. 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 Swan, swish. Okay, this you have to learn by heart. All right, so now let's recall these 10 numbers quickly. Elf, repeat after me. Zwölf, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Perfect. Now, from here onwards, okay, let's cover till 30 and then I'll tell you how it gets easy with time. So 21 to 29. Now, you can see that there is this word und. What does und mean? So meaning of und is basically and starting from 21 we will be needing it in between. When we have seen from 13 to 19, we did not have this und in between. We did not say drei und zehn, vier und zehn. No, it starts from 21. Okay, let's understand it one by one. So 21 would be ein und zwanzig. Ein und zwanzig. Thing to be noted is this is ein and not eins. So basically the S of 1 we are omitting here. Okay, please remember this. So it's like cross, as in if I'm saying 21, then we are making a cross. How come a cross? First, I am going to say ein, and then I will be adding und, and then 20. So answers. Just like in the previous one we were doing now, to understand 10 plus 3, 13. So 13, yeah. Similarly here, we are doing it like this. Ein und zwanzig. It's like 20 plus 1, 21. So ein und zwanzig. Similarly, if I talk about 24, then cross. 4 is fear. Fear und again zwanzig. See, easy peasy. So fear und zwanzig. So it's like we can say 20 plus 4, 24. So 4 is coming first and then und is coming in between and then 20 is coming. Okay? So let's have a look here. Similarly, it will just keep on going. Ein und zwanzig, zwei und zwanzig, drei und zwanzig, vier und zwanzig, fünfundzwanzig, achtundzwanzig, neunundzwanzig. Okay? Alright. So again, I have skipped here 26 and 27. Why? See yourself. Now here, the S of 6 and the EN of 7 are back. It was not there in 16, it was not there in 17. And let me tell you one more thing. It will also be not there in 60 and 70. Okay, I'll show it to you later, just after some time. But just know that in 16, 17, 60, 70, S of 6 will be omitted and en of 7 will be omitted for these 4 numbers. Rest for other numbers like 26, 27, 36, 37, 46, 47, 56, 57, and so on. It's going to be there. Okay? Now, number 30 is called dreißig. Here we have seen zwanzig. Zwan has nothing to do with two. Nothing to do. You'll have to learn by heart. But in 30, this drei has something to do with 3 because 3 is drei. And this zish will be having this S set, which you can also write as double S according to what we have done. Okay, but we have understood. So this dreißig can also be written as this. No problem. But I always suggest that if a word has S set, then make it use it because you have been writing double S your all life, and now you have learned a special character in this new language. So why not to use it? So use it. Okay. All right. So let's just quickly recall from 21 to 30. Make sure you repeat after me. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 and 30. 30. Okay, so before you watch this video further from 31 onwards, I want you to go back and please revise from 1 to 30, and then you should continue further because first you need to absorb this. I am going to go further now, but you please stop right now, go back, revise till 30, understand the exceptions, the rule, the pronunciation, everything which I've explained till now, and then come back and resume from here. All right? Okay. Now, I think you got the pattern. So, yeah, just like 21, 3, this is going to be same. 31. Now we are going to follow what? It's like 30 plus 1 is 31. So 30 30. Now we will just keep on writing und 30, und 30, und 30, and in the front the number. So 31, 32, I'm sorry, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, like this. And then 40 fears-ish. Okay? Just like we have seen thrice-ish, but in thrice-ish, for zish, it was a set. But here we have this. Okay? And then similarly, you will proceed further. 41, 42, 43, 44, and so on. And then you have 50. And then similarly again, here you have 60. Remember, 60, 70 also do not take the E of Zex and En of Zeben. So this is not Zexish, it is Zexish. And then same, and then you have here Siebzig and not Siebensisch. 71, 72, 73, so on. Then we have 80, and then we have here 90. Basically, numbers are going, and then we are just adding zish, zish, zish. Then this, and then finally 100. And in 100, we can call it by in two ways. Like in English, we say 100 or 100. So for 100, it will be 100. And if you want to say 100, that it would be 100. Okay? So this is all about the numbers from 1 to 100. Von 1 bis 100. Okay? So I think you are already feeling pretty much confident about the numbers. Basically, you just need to remember few things like 16, 60, 17, 70, and that 30 in its spelling, it takes a set. And when you're talking about 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, and so on, then here we are having ein and not eins. Okay, we are not putting any s here. Rest, it should be very much clear. But just listening, as I've mentioned in an introduction video, that this is not listening. This is active learning. You need to be active here while learning. So do not just rely on watching and listening. this, I want you, before you take your live session, if you will be taking any live session, then make sure you write all the numbers from 1 to 100 in your notebook with your hands. Even if you will not take any live session, doesn't matter, you are learning. So you should be able to write any number given to you in its correct spelling. Okay? Just remember this cross rule. It's going to make things very easy for you. Let me give you one more example. So suppose I write 96. So cross. 6 is 6. Okay. Und 9 means 90, like 90 plus 6, so 90. 6 und 90. So just remember that we say the this number, like this number first and then the this number. Okay? All right. Very well done. You all are progressing really well, and I really hope you are enjoying the sessions and you are not having any sort of confusion. Okay, wonderful. Perfect. So now we'll take a break for 2 minutes and then we will see what do we do next. Okay? All right, so I am back, and now, as I have said, that we are going to cover introductory questions and a few points that needs to be covered while introducing oneself. So let's have a look. Okay. So as this video is already quite long, I don't want to make it very long, super long. Otherwise, it may feel a little bit boring. So instead of covering all the 7 points in detail along with the question and the answer, I am just going to give you a brief idea about those 7 points, and then in our next video we are directly going to start with these introduction questions along with how to ask about someone's well-being and some extra information. All right? Okay, los geht's. Introduction questions. So introduction questions in German is called Vorstellungsfragen. Okay, I know it's quite long for you. I think the longest word you have seen till now in German. Okay, let me break it down for you. Vorstellung means introduction. Fragen means questions. Okay. For V is F. So Vorstellungsfragen. Vorstellungsfragen. Okay, you don't have to worry about this word a lot. Now, these are the points to be covered while giving your introduction. So first, I'm going to read them in English and then in German. So name, age, country, living place, languages, profession, and hobbies. So first, the spelling is same, but the pronunciation is Name, Name. Age, Alter, Alter. Country, Land. We will not read it as land because A is A. Don't forget that. Land. Next, living place, Wohnort, Wohnort. So in today's video, I have mentioned that if before H we have a vowel, then we will not be giving a lot of stress to ha. So we are not going to say Wohnort. We say Wohnort, Wohnort, a very slight touch of H. Wohnort is living place. Languages, we have done it today. Sprachen. Before CH we have A, so K sound. Sprachen, Sprachen. Next, profession. Beruf, Beruf, Beruf. Hobbies would be hobbies. Pronunciation is same, but spelling is going to be this. We will just add S simply. So, before we start with asking someone's name, age, country, living place, languages, profession, and hobbies, and also before knowing how to answer these about oneself, you need to understand that in German, when you address someone either formally or informally. So for the word you or your, we have two ways. One is formal and one is informal. So formal, we say Z, Z, like Z. And for informal, we say do. We do not say do. This is not the. This is the here. Do, do. So Z and do both means you, but it's just a matter of formal and informal. So whenever we going to see how to ask someone some question, which includes the word you, we are going to cover it formally as well as informally. Now, there is a golden rule of German language, which is that if you are writing a sentence, the verb always needs to be at the second position. Okay, so we will definitely see very soon what does it mean and what does it actually say about the German sentence structure. Okay, all right, so this is it for this video. Please make sure you revise everything in order to be on same page as everyone and in order to learn this language effortlessly. Okay, I have faith in all of you. Thank you so much. This is it. We will meet in next video. Cheers.